Hi, this is Jeffrey Kurt Financial Group. Today is Wednesday, January 14, 2026. As I said on Monday, we've had a historic start to the new year. Well, maybe that was the kiss of death, because since then we've seen some retracement and give up of some of those gains, especially for the large cap sectors and indexes. The Dow, S&P, and NASDAQ have all been down the last couple of days. I'm doing this midday, and there's further selling going on today in the large cap area. And there's so much headlines that are just so abnormal. You've got the DOJ investigating the Federal Reserve. You've got protests and arrests and violence all across the nation. You've got the Greenland issue, which is now dispute with NATO and with Europe. And then you've got the Iran situation, which looks to be deteriorating, and who knows what that's how that's gonna end up. But I don't know. You would think that some of those headlines would force more selling than what we've seen, but I don't know if it's really those issues are really impacting the economy or the markets. What is earnings, and the bank earnings have started to come out this week. They haven't been bad, but somehow, some ways, disappointing to the markets. The stocks have been sold. J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Bank of New York, Mellon, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo. They've all been weak after their earnings, which again haven't been bad, but again a little bit disappointing on maybe the expectations of the guidance going forward. Also the small caps are continuing to do well. The Russell is up today with the rest of the market being down. The metals seem to are still doing well. Silver and gold, base metals, copper, platinum, palladium are all doing well. Lithium has been in the headlines a little bit too. So kind of a difficult market to kind of figure out. Also, I think there's two other headlines that are going to be taking place. One is the Supreme Court's decision on the tariffs. I have no idea what that is, but that could set up for some selling or some turmoil. And I don't know whether the turmoil will be because they allow the tariffs or they say the president can't do the tariffs. Unclear, but again, it's an issue that's going to happen maybe later this week. And then finally, there looks to be we're on the verge of another government shutdown. And again, that may be just a catalyst for more selling in the markets. But again, with some, as I said earlier, with some of the other headlines that the markets are seeming to ignore, maybe those two don't have a much of an impact, but I wanted to point them out. And then also, we have the Fed decision later this month, as well as a lot more earnings. So we'll keep you posted. I'll be back on Friday. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and keep sending us messages and suggestions. Thank you. Goodbye.